is William. It is Friday, 14th of February, 2025. And we're at the gym or on TikTok because that's our lives. So, welcome. As always, I go live sometime between 0700 and 0800 local. It is currently 7:25. I go from between 30 to 45 minutes while I'm walking on the treadmill. And yeah, I answer questions if they're answerable and not too graphic. I try to keep this post pretty focused on getting up and moving. So that's the key: get up and move. Today's heart rate started at 74. I'm on a totally different machine. This is a Precore 954i treadmill. It's on manual settings. 2-degree incline, 2.8 miles an hour. 0.13 miles completed. 22.5 calories. 36 minutes, 44 seconds left to go. So, today is going to be slightly easier for myself because it is a manual control. So, all my incline and everything is strictly controlled by me. Instead of going up from a 0-degree incline to a 6 and back down to a 0, I'm at a 2-degree incline. And I'm okay with that. You know, I woke up a little depressed this morning, but looking at the day, looking at who I am, I get it. So here I am at the gym doing something. Getting my heart beating good, getting the cardiovascular system going, taking in oxygen, oxygenating that blood, getting up and getting moving. Hi, Samantha. No, I'm not feeling chipper, but I'm happy to see you. Thank you. So, yeah, like I say, up and moving. I got real good news yesterday. The 7th of February, last Friday, I went to the doctor so they could draw blood and do some laboratory tests again, because I did them in November and they weren't looking good. But they did them last week and I got a call yesterday. Everything in the blood panel, with exception to one, the LDLs, were in the good normal range. So my LDLs were about, they needed to be under 100 according to the labs, and they were at 119. But they came down from 132. My A1C dropped from pre-diabetic to, entering diabetes at 6.4 down to a 6.0. So that's all good. Everything else, like my HDL cholesterol, average is between 30 and 70, and I got 35. So, and the question is, how did you do it? How 3 months? You changed all that stuff. Well, in November, I started tracking what I was doing and making sure I was doing it 30 minutes plus on the treadmill 5 days a week. Alternating weeks, week A, week B. Week A being Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Week B being Tuesday, Thursday. Strength training, muscle training, so with weights and everything. And then I did clean up my eating. Eat a little more fiber, plants, keep up with the good proteins and everything. And I drastically reduced carbohydrates. So, it's like no muffins, no mashed potatoes and stuff like that. It's not that I got rid of them totally. I still have them, but I have them in smaller quantities and less often. So, having a craving like I did earlier in the week. I wanted pizza, but I used thin crust, and I made it myself. So, it had Italian sausage and prosciutto on it, along with the mozzarella and a lot of spinach, onions, mushrooms, olives, and sauce. So it came out to be like a deep dish pizza that was mostly spinach, but had some sausage and some prosciutto on it, and that was tasty. So don't say no to yourself all the time, but understand when you do say yes to things in smaller doses. Like, you can have a chocolate candy bar. That's fine. Just don't do it. Don't buy them by the case and say, oh, look, a chocolate candy bar. Ooh, look, a chocolate candy bar. Instead, figure out why you're craving chocolate, because I am a chocoholic. One of the keys about chocolate is they're higher in magnesium. Chocolate bars are higher in magnesium. So if you do have a lot of chocolate cravings, like I sometimes do, then go ahead and have your chocolate bar, but understand that maybe a daily vitamin isn't quite enough. Add a magnesium capsule. Happy Valentine roll. And then get up and get moving. I'm pushing 50. I'm 280 pounds. Hello, yes. Hello, Freak Bob. Happy birthday, Freak Bob. No, yes, you cannot join my live because this live is not a panel. We are not going to discuss anything. We are going to get up and get moving and exercise. That's the key behind this. is exercise, diet and exercise. You know, so happy Valentine's, Samantha. Thank you, love. Hope you're getting out and moving. But anyway, where was I? I have no clue. Okay, 29 minutes left to go. 2.0 degree incline. 2.8 miles an hour. 0.51 miles completed. 90.6 calories expended. And we've gone for 11 minutes, 20 seconds so far out of the 40-minute walk that I set this for. Again, this is a totally different machine. It's not my normal. I set it to a manual and at a 2-degree incline because my normal goes from 0 to 6 and back down to 0. But I just wasn't feeling myself this morning, so I was like, let's do something different. So this is the difference, is I went manual on the treadmill instead of the quote-unquote weight loss. So that's something anyone can do, you know, if you're starting to, thank you Samantha, if you're starting to get into a rut or something, or it's becoming a little too easy, or you know, it's like, I want to change, make a change, you know. You can do that for a day, or a week, or whatever, you know. If things get a little too easy, you can always change the speed by just a little bit, change the incline by just a little bit, change the time you're going by just a little bit. That makes a big difference in the long run. Like I say, I'm nearly 50. I'm 280 plus pounds. But I'm up and moving. And if when I was weighed in months ago, I was coming in at 290 pounds every day, every week for like 3 weeks. It never changed. I was always within a pound of 290. And that was kind of disheartening. But then I looked at my log and I saw things like my heart rate had dropped, my time had went further on the treadmill and everything. So that was a pick-me-up. You can go to the gym or go to your scales and not see a lick of progress, even though you're working out, you're eating good, because you can be burning off your fat cells in your body, but at the same time replacing them with the muscle cells. And you can do it at a rate where they equalize. So what you're losing, you're gaining back in something healthier, and you don't lose the weight at all. So that's why I always suggest get you a book of some sort, be it a workout log like I have, or a notebook or something, and just write it down. Write down the metrics, the small things, because you'll see, you know, even if your weight's not changing, your body's changing. You know, you breathe better, you can lift more, you can move more, your clothes fit better. You know, they're not as tight. So those are all things you can do and follow. So, yeah, I'm just rambling. This is day 62 of logging my exercise. Day 33, I think. Yeah, day 33 of going live. So I've come live with Walking with William Monday through Friday. For 33 days, starting the 1st of January 2025. So, we have successfully completed one whole month of Walking with William. And like I say, I got pretty good news from my labs. My next ones are in May, so we'll see. You know, if I can keep it up. You know, this is February, March, April, May, about 3 months off. If my labs stay good and I keep up with my walking and everything, you know, I could be down to 270, 260 pounds. My blood levels, my heart rate, it can be good. My cholesterol will be good. My A1C will be good. That'll be good news then. So, but in the meantime, what can I do? What can you do? What can we all do to make ourselves a little bit fitter and healthier? And it boils back down. It's not a pill. Growing up, the greatest way to stay healthy and stay fit was diet and exercise. Understand what you're eating and go out and do more, because yes, we have, especially in the last 25 years, gotten to a point where we are a lot more sedentary as a species, you know. Don't just say, oh, the Americans are fat. Well, they've been sedentary a lot longer. But other places around the world where they do computer jobs or whatnot, or they're sitting for a long time, you don't need as many calories, but you're still taking in a gobsmack of what you don't really need. Because, hey, eating helps to relieve the boredom. So, you know, again, my personal food pyramid, so to speak, which is the American standard, is a food pyramid. But mine, the very bottom, instead of it being breads and grains and stuff, is fruits and vegetables, followed one level up with meats and cheeses, meats and proteins, and then the next one up is dairy. Dairy is kind of a half of a one. The other half of it will be good for me fats, you know. And then at the very top is my carbohydrates, the very smallest percentage. I don't say no to them, but I keep them lower. Thank you, Liz. Hopefully this isn't your first time you come back and see me walk more. And I don't understand that. Well, I do, but I don't, you know. Maybe seeing a nearly 50-year-old guy, 280 pounds walking, is a little bit of inspiration for you guys. But seeing something and then doing something are two different things. You know, get out and do. You will actually have a lot more fun, so to speak, doing it. You And again, if it's 60 seconds of waving your arm, 5 minutes of hula hooping, or 40 minutes of walking, you get up and you do something. That's the key. It's great you guys watch me and talk with me, because it keeps me occupied and keeps me going, because I'm sitting here talking, not thinking about the exercise the rest of my body's doing. So that's a great thing. Speaking of which, I'm at 109 heart rate beats per minute. We have 18 minutes, 37 seconds left to go, so we're over the halfway point. 2.0 degree incline, 2.8 miles an hour. We just hit 1 mile. We've expended 170, 180 calories. We have gone for 21 minutes, 49 seconds. And we've only got, again, about 18 minutes left to go. So, again, yeah, I've been sitting here talking at 2.8 miles an hour. Yes, I can go faster, but then I have to shut up and concentrate on my breathing a little more. So, what's happening now while I'm talking is I am taking in oxygen, but I'm using a lot of the breaths I'm taking in, at least 50% of it, maybe a little more, to talk. So the body, the muscles and everything are taking everything else that it can get to oxygenate the bloodstream and the muscles and the organs and everything. So if I did shut up, more oxygen would go into the body. The body could be able to do more. I don't know if you've ever noticed or not, when you're doing something and it gets a little physical, you often get a little quieter, and concentrate a little more on the task at hand. And that is in part your body stopping non-needed things in order to provide muscles with the oxygen and everything it needs more, instead of like me walking and talking. But the talking isn't hurting me per se, because I am at a slower speed than I could be. If I did shut up and started moving, I could probably do 3.5 miles an hour and just go. But 2.8 miles an hour is where I'm at right now, and that's a good speed for me to talk with. It may be too much for others. So yeah, when I was much younger and had a dizzy spell, and I'm talking 20 years ago, give or take, 15 to 20 years ago, I had a dizzy spell going up some stairs, and they sent me to see a heart specialist, and they put monitors on my chest and everything, and had me walk to see if I was having issues with the heart that made me dizzy or whatnot. And I'm sitting there talking to the nurses, and they're like, "We don't normally get people like you. They can't talk at this speed." And I'm like, "Oh, I should shut up and keep." And they're like, "No, you're fine. The machine says your heart's doing great. You're walking, you're talking. We can't find anything wrong with you." Something's been wrong with me ever since. And it may have something to do with my inner ear or something. Because again, about a year and a half ago, June, July time frame of 2023, I had an incident where I turned left and fell that ended with me being in the hospital for 3 days. And they came back and said, oh, it's just vertigo. So that kept me out of the gym for nearly a year. And then I got back into it. I do take, what is it? Meloxicam. I think it's meloxicam. It's a motion sickness, anti-dizziness pill. If I start to get a little dizzy, I take one of those. And everything's fine. And like I say, I've gone to the doctors. They've checked my blood pressure. It's fine. They've checked the heart. It's fine. Yes, I did have a little cholesterol and was heavier than I needed to be. So I did have some bad labs. But for the most part, I'm doing pretty good. It's just I needed to work on stuff like what I was eating, how much I was exercising, because I did get fortunate. I'm pushing 50 now, but I got to retire when I was about 39 years old from the job. I'd spent 20 plus years working it, and the pension, although it's not a big pension at all, where I live and everything, it is enough to cover, and me getting up and going out and helping people with their farms or working on bees and everything, keeps me financially sound. I'm not rich, not by a long shot. So, hey, 90, hey, butterfly, hello. So, I don't have a lot of money, but I've got enough to help where people I can, with the local food banks and everything. I have enough energy, especially with me working out every morning, that I can go work on a friend's farm for half the day, not a problem. I can go tend to bees, I can build beehives, and keep myself busy and quote-unquote employed. Throughout the day. Yeah. So, even though I am 50, or pushing 50, not quite there yet. I'm pushing 50, 280 pounds. For me to be compared to some of my peers from the school I went to, I'm skinnier. I'm healthier. So, go ahead, Adam. You don't have to look. I don't care if it's not flattering at all or not. I personally, to look at, am not a really flattering person. So, screw the camera angle. If you don't like it, don't come look at it. I'm not forcing you to watch me ramble as I'm walking on a treadmill. Yeah, the phone is sitting on the treadmill at an angle, and it's catching under my chin, my fat chin, as I look out the window and talk, or I can go like this. So you don't like it, leave. That's all there is to it. I ain't holding anyone's feet to the fire to stay walking with me. I'm here to encourage you. If you do want to get up and do something, wave your arms for 30 seconds, hula hoop for 5 minutes, walk for a while. Do it. If I can do it pushing 50, 280 pounds, and I go for 40 minutes a day, 5 days a week, what's stopping you from getting up and doing 1 minute to start with? Nothing. If I can be an inspiration with me being heavy set and older, and obviously heavy set, you can see the fat under my neck from the unflattering angle. If I can get up and do it, so can you. And those watching, maybe watching the fat on the neck. Hey, has it gotten a little less? Hey, has it gotten more? You can keep me concentrated and focused on what I'm doing. I'm nothing special to look at. I know that. That's one of the reasons I'm not one of these quote unquote creators that have like 3 million followers or anything. I'm not saying anything spectacular. I don't look exceptionally pleasing to everyone. I do not have a summer or beach body. I never will. And that's not a goal. I don't care if I have 6-pack abs or not. I care, does my heart work good? Can I lift 100 pounds of feed and take it to my animals? That's the key. Be happy with yourself. Like I said, I'm nothing special, but I'm okay with me for the most part. Yeah, I can lose a few more pounds. Most of us can. But that's not why I'm here on the treadmill. I'm here, getting my blood panels better, getting my heart and cardiovascular system better for me, because if none of that works, then I can't go do things that I like to do out in the world. So, alright, we are down to 6 minutes, 20 seconds, 2.0 degree incline, 2.8 miles an hour, 1.57 miles completed, 284 calories expended, 33 minutes, 57 seconds elapsed, and heart rate is sitting at 115. So, yeah. Whew. Thank you everyone who's liked my live, especially you, Samantha. You've been with me for days now, probably a couple of weeks on and off, and you usually, when you come in and watch my lives, you usually watch the majority of it, maybe not all of it because you come in a little late or whatnot, but thank you. We ain't going there context. I am not giving my thoughts on politics in this live. This live is about getting fit, moving, and getting moving. Fit is different. Fit and healthy are different from 6-pack abs, like a lot of people don't understand. So, you can be healthy and overweight. You know, if your heart's good and everything, you can have extra poundage. You can be underweight and unhealthy. You can be at weight and unhealthy. You know, everything is a perception, you know. So find what is healthy for you. For me, the healthiest I'd ever been was in my early 30s. I weighed 220 pounds, give or take, and I could run a mile and a half in 11 minutes, 10 seconds flat. No context. We are not talking about that. You can just stop right now. That's my live. We are not getting into it. You know, if you want to talk about that stuff, go find a live where they are talking about it, or go start your own. That's all there is to it. This is a live of me walking. It's called Walking with William, Monday through Friday, and it's an encouragement for others to get up and move. Oh, be quiet, Lou Leaf. You know, bunch of trolls smack talking. If you don't like me, go away. You don't have to watch me. That's all there is to it. Alright, folks. We got 2 minutes, 25 seconds left to go. 150 heart rate beats per minute. 2.0 degree incline. 2.8 miles an hour. 1.75 miles completed. 317.4 calories expended. 37 minutes, 56 seconds down. We've got 2 minutes left to go. You can do this. We can do this. Get up, get your 60 seconds in, if that's what you want. If you want to extend it to 2 minutes, get up and do that. Come on, you can do it. I can do it. If I can do it, pushing 50, 280 plus pounds, you can do it. You don't have to do what I do, but you can do something. And that's the key. Do something to help yourself. You know, that's the key. Do something to help yourself. Get up and move. Don't troll others. Don't diss them because they're not like you. Just do you. Get up and move. So, yeah. We're down to 1 minute, 7 seconds. I just got a notification that some of the comments in the live were filtered to protect the community's experience. So, thank goodness. You know, all right, we're down to 50 seconds, folks. 116 heart rate beats per minute. 1.82 miles done. Expended 330 calories. Yes, we've got about 35 seconds left to go, and then the 40 minutes are up. And I forgot, this Precore machine I'm on has a 5-minute cool down after it gets done. The machine I normally do, the last 2 minutes of your workout is your cool down. This one is a cool down after. So my 40 minutes just became 45 if I follow its cool down rules in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Look at that. We have completed our 40 minutes. The machine has went to a 0-degree incline and down to 2.2 miles an hour. We have completed 1.87 miles. Expended 340 calories. Heart rate is at 116. So I'm going to stop the machine, record all my nifty little numbers. And that will be my Valentine's for today. Look at that. Distance 1.88. Time elapsed, or calories 340. 2.8 miles an hour. Let's see, maximum heart rate was, oof, that's wrong, 146. Average heart rate was, what was average heart rate? 108. That sounds about right. I think that maximum is a little high, but I think the sensors weren't working. 29 minutes, 19 minutes in the zone. Incline 2.0. Time was 40 minutes. It's closer to 41, but we'll say 40. So, this has been Walking with William, February 14th, 2025. It's a Friday. I try to go live between 7 and 8 a.m. local time for me. Again, Monday through Friday. And we walk and we talk. And I appreciate everyone who watched and has been keeping me going, keeping me occupied. I mean, this workout, this 40 minutes went pretty quick because I wasn't paying attention to the clock or anything. I was just walking. So that's a beautiful thing. All in all, thank you. Happy Valentine's Day. Get your heart strong, get your cardiovascular strong. Have a good weekend. I'll see you all Monday. Thank you for joining me. See you later, Samantha.